So people, even intelligent people, just keep wanting to suck on the candy, spiritual candy. There's just quick rewards, isn't it? Just like sugar. And you could go watch a Gaia documentary or one of these shows and instantly you get a hit. It's free. It's like just sugar, sugar, sugar. You become an addict to the sugar. You have to keep finding more and more and more, and it gets more and more radical. And then suddenly you start involving yourself in that. Oh yeah, I know about this now. I am that too. Before you know it, you're absolutely lost. So consider all spirituality, yeah? Like, let's call the word spirituality instead of this. Really, these teachings are reality, but we come out into complexity to bring us back into simplicity and seeing what we are. And just how everything comes from one substance. It's all one substance, you understand? It's all one substance. The sound, the seeing, the taste, the touch, the hearing. It's not multiples. It appears to be multiples, but it's not. So when you talk about star seeds and all the different genres of spirituality and just different ideologies, can we say, belief systems, this separate God walking on the earth and all these different things, all there is different representations of the closeness to that understanding of substance or the oneness. There's all one form, but it's of the unformed. It's the active part of the unformed. It's not separate. So all of this is within the unformed. So everything else, every other movement is the dance of the no form. When I say a teacher who comes out to the complexity, I'm coming into the complexity because that's where you're dancing. So we dance together, but I'm going to keep bringing you closer to non-complexity, to the simplicity. That's where you want me to meet. That's the interface. And there's certain levels of interface that I can't meet in. It's just too far gone, and that's okay. Next time. So, Nisargadatta had I am that. What he's saying is I am that, the unformed form. That is not form. It's perceived as form. And you can even measure it in science. It's quite amazing, really, isn't it? Like, within that, you can start measuring itself and adjusting it to make it healthier. So there's this whole layer. So there's relative truth, which is this thing we're in here, this experience that the unformed is having. And within that, there's all sorts of complexities that kind of make sense. There's mathematics, there's medicine. But we're entangled in it and not seeing from the correct angle of truth, which greatly limits our ability to understand everything. It's viewing from a compression. It's viewing from the inside of a castle, and you can't see over the walls. But really, you're the walls, the inside, the outside, the above, the below, and the bits in between. So any obsession with form, self, is a prison. You're trapped in the castle on your own. And such is the design of the ego that it will keep fortifying that castle the longer you're in it, unless you're in an intervention situation, which is what this is. And you can start dismantling the walls, taking it apart courageously and difficult at times. But I did it, so can you. Simple as that. I did it with help, of course, but I did it. And the I I'm talking about is the formless, isn't it? That's the I, that's the true I. So it's a mistaken identity here. You think this is the I, but really, everything is the I. And the ego's compressed you into a separate eye. Tiny little thing fighting against the other eyes that are also compressed by an ego. Or what if it's the same ego? Creating the kerfuffle. Just manipulation. Ignorance. And yet that is also within all of it. It's just a dance. It's just a dance of nothing. So in the Toltec tradition, they explain it that unchecked thoughts and emotions are your food. You're a battery. You release energy. So from nothing, from just simplicity like nature, just no Thomas, from thoughts and ignorance and separation, we create Thomas. And they say that's the food for other beings. So is it the other beings or the other energies within this wholeness that are creating the Thomas for food? So you're a chicken in a coop. Chicken arrows or human arrows, they call it. Chicken coop is a human chicken arrow. Chickens in a coop. Human arrows, they call us. Humans in a coop, in a castle, in a trap. So that was very motivating to me. I think every time I got emotional and overthought and got identified, I was generating food, a banquet for not so kind entities or energies that have no interest in my well-being at all. Zero. All they're interested in is getting fed. They'll send me to hell. They don't care. I can die. I can be in the streets. I could be getting beaten to death every second day or nearly to the edge of death every day. They don't care as long as they're getting fed. So to realise that the enemy is within. To realise the enemy's not outside, it's within, and everybody's got their enemy within, fighting each other. Even gathering in groups to fight others. Same thing. And there is no others. There never was. So, even if they got it wrong, it's a wonderful way to get you motivated to stop serving lower consciousness. Yes. But in their oral history, they have the day it began. Shamans went to a bad place and things followed them back. They made an exchange. And humans got infected. Power, exchange for power. It hasn't stopped, has it? What a mess. True or not? I don't know. Does it matter? Not really. What matters is your motivation and your willingness to heal. And if that's what causes that and helps that along, so be it. But when you're dancing in all the candy of all the different spiritualities, distractions, you watch that channel Gaia and all the phenomena they flip up for all the people that think they're doing something and learning about things, which I was trapped in for a while. Sort of distraction. You must come back to what the essence of the truth is. Stop eating the spiritual candy. Gives you a little bit of an endorphin pop and you think you're making progress. No, you're going further into delusion. You've just swapped worldly candy for etheric candy. So the truth is too simple for the mind, and hence the problem. So people, even intelligent people, will just keep wanting to suck on the candy, spiritual candy. There's this quick rewards, isn't it? Just like sugar. And you could go watch a Gaia documentary or one of these shows and instantly you get a hit. It's free. It's like just sugar, sugar, sugar. You become an addict to the sugar. You have to keep finding more and more and more, and it gets more and more radical. And then suddenly you start involving yourself in that. Oh yeah, I know about this now. I am that too. Before you know it, you're absolutely lost. There's one substance. Double slit experiment shows that in the observation, from waves it comes particles. So as the observer, we're congealing and condensing the light form into form and have the appearance of this. But other species will see all this differently. A mosquito will see this very differently. It sees infrared, it sees glowing red. Other insects see energy. Animals see energy. People can see energy, right? But if you're locked into form as a separate eye, all you're going to see is form. And then you're going to live in form. Everything's in form. But the form is a reflection, not it. So if you want to live as a reflection, that's fine. But it's probably not going to be great. Two-dimensional reflection. It's fine. But it's already a reflection. You're not running any of it. Just know that. You've become a mini god, a suffering mini god. Maybe you can just let go of that. In your imagination, that is. You haven't actually. So it's good news. You can let go and relax and enjoy the dance and dance with the dance. Stop taking yourself so seriously because you don't exist separately.